Okay, so I'm going to do that, and so yeah, so there really isn't a way taking this cube apart without unscrewing it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unscrew this one, the rest out. So yeah, this is the middle layer. So if you ever want to turn the middle layer, just take apart the cube and it should come out the middle layer. So just take apart the rest of these pieces. So from what I can tell, these are the exact same pieces in the version 1. Hold on, I can't get this thing out of here. There we go. Okay, so just unscrew one of these so I can actually take the puzzle completely apart. So now this should just come right off. It didn't come right off, but that's okay. So you can tension these. So I'm not gonna cue you into the whole assembling process. I'm pretty sure I already did that in the previous. Actually, this is different. You can see here, certain parts of the cube have these holes in them because there's notches that are poking out of it. So that means that this cube can't be assembled anyway. There are going to be certain centerpieces that have notches on them. So that is honestly pretty ingenious. Although if you are setting up this cube and you don't notice that, then you're going to be assembling a cube and it's not gonna want to come together, and it's just gonna be a huge mess, and you're just better off leaving it assembled. What I recommend is don't take apart the cube completely as I am, and even the core is different. I'll probably, if I still have one of the older videos, I'll put in a side-by-side comparison so you could see me assembling the older version of the cube, because I'm not gonna take this apart. I'm gonna get pieces mixed up. From what you can see, I don't even think you could see it. No, you can't. Just trust me, these pieces are honestly completely different. I was wrong. I thought it was only the corners that were different, but it seems that everything of the cube has changed, unless I haven't taken apart the other one for a long time. So when assembling this, you want to find a piece where it has these two holes and it has the original capped ones. So you want to put it in through here. Now I'm gonna start lubricating it with my lubes, so just watch me go through that. Just put some down in there. Okay, so mine seems to be going in. So now I want to get the next one. So see, this one has these holes in it, so that's the next piece I'm gonna use. Okay, it might be on crooked, but don't worry too much about that. It should just be removed. So you see, okay, I found the last one. So just let me wipe that off, and you're gonna put it in right next to it. So when you turn these, the notches should be around the same area. Okay, I got it rather the same. So this isn't necessary, it would just create excess lube, but I just put some like on top here, so it just smoothens out if it ever makes contact with the centers. Now, these pieces isn't really necessary that you lubricate them. Really not necessary at all. But you have to make sure they have these notches. So this one doesn't have notches, but this one doesn't either. Oh, this one does. You see here. So unlike the old piece, it doesn't have this metal rod poking up. So that is so you want to poke it in through here, so you see how it's poking up a little bit. Let me see if I could get that into the camera. So it's kind of hard. You can barely see it. It's not really simple to see it, but you should be able to see it like right there. And you see this notch hook. So it just hooks on to the piece. And then you want to get your other one bent like this. So you lift this up and you are able to get it in between. I felt like I broke something. And you can't, if you break it and you just like, oh, I could just get a piece from my 249V1, that you can't really do that, because what's gonna happen is that the pieces are gonna get mixed up and you're just gonna have a very bad performing key. Now I recommend getting the corner piece that has a logo on it of some sort, but if you don't have a logo on your cube, then just get one that has a piece that you'll be able to recognize, because that is where you're gonna know that it's the alignment one, so you know not to do anything to that corner, because if you do, you're gonna screw up your cube. Okay, so I just finished putting it back together, and now I'm gonna add some lubricants. What I think you should do is just put it into this like gap, like if it's a wide runny lube, then you just like go like this. So just let the lubricant spread out, and it's still relatively fast. Okay, so I just finished tensioning it, and believe it or not, it has the exact same tensions as this one does. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It is a huge improvement. Yeah. That was a semi-comparison. So yeah, definitely wouldn't really recommend to take this apart unless you are very patient, like 100% patient, and there's no way that assembling like a 17x17 could stress you out, because probably like solving a 10x10 would be the equivalent of assembling this thing.